Hi everyone, my name is Frankie and welcome to A Movie A Day Challenge. Today is day number 304 and it's October 31st, 2018. Today I'll be watching the 1992 horror film Bram Stoker's Dracula. Now, in each episode of A Movie A Day Challenge, I pick one film that I've never seen before. And then I take that movie's movie poster and place it to the side of me. I do this because I absolutely have no idea of what the film that I'm about to watch is about. And being that I have absolutely no clue about the film or what it's about, I feel like I need to draw some type of conclusion of what I think the film may be about, based solely on the movie poster itself. In saying this, let's go ahead and take a look at the 1992 horror film movie poster to Bram Stoker's Dracula. Now, this is a very interesting movie poster. It's vague, there's really nothing to describe from it, but what we have here is a very weird-looking, I'm going to say vampire-esque monster face that is sculpted onto a wall. It's, I guess, made out of marble. You would probably see this in a garden, or maybe one of those old classic castles back in the day. And since this does deal with Dracula, it's probably somewhere in his castle, I'm taking it. But it's a very hideous-looking, creepy face. And it's got two wolves on this side, I'm going to say. It's interesting. I know the story of Dracula and what it has to offer, but I don't know specifically Bram Stoker's version. And this film is directed by Francis Ford Coppola, The Godfather. So I'm really wondering what Coppola's version of Bram Stoker's version of Dracula is going to be about. It looks like it's going to be interesting, and happy Halloween to everyone. Today is October 31st, and being that it's Halloween, I'm wondering how the day's going to start off today with watching this as my film. I'm looking forward to sitting down and enjoying the 1992 horror film Bram Stoker's Dracula. Now, after I finish analyzing the movie poster itself, I then let you, the viewer, know that I'm going to go ahead and watch Bram Stoker's Dracula. But before I go and do that, I want to let you, the viewer, know that after I finish watching Bram Stoker's Dracula, I then come back and tell you a little bit about the film. However, I don't go in great detail about the movie. You see, I don't tell you any major spoilers about the film, nor do I tell you anything about the movie's plot either. Why? Well, because I don't want to ruin your chance at watching a really great film for the first time. And since this is also my first time watching Bram Stoker's Dracula, I wouldn't want anyone to spoil the film for me by telling me any major spoilers about the movie or telling me anything about the movie's plot either. Now, in case you have previously seen the 1992 horror film Bram Stoker's Dracula previously, then please feel free to substitute Bram Stoker's Dracula for another film for your viewing pleasure. It doesn't have to be in the genre of horror movies. This way you can take part in A Movie A Day Challenge and possibly watch each film along with me as I go along. In saying that, I'm going to go ahead right now and watch the 1992 horror film Bram Stoker's Dracula, and then I'm going to come back and tell you a little bit about the film. I'll be right back. I just finished the 1992 horror film Bram Stoker's Dracula, and I want to let you, the viewer, know that Bram Stoker's Dracula is a good movie. I say that it's a good movie specifically because the special effects and makeup in this movie is incredible. If there's one thing that this movie is all about, it's the makeup and the special effects. For a film that took place in 1992 and went out and was distributed, this film tops 90s makeup. It is really cool. It's incredible to see, and to be quite honest, it's up there with many of the 1980s horror films that I watched this month. I very much enjoy this film solely on the makeup itself. That's why it has a good rating. Solely on the makeup, special effects. That's it. That's why I gave this a good rating. The story, however, the story is a question in itself. Why is it a question in itself? Because there are tons of questions that I have for this film. It just left me hanging, this movie. There was so many plot holes in this film that I needed answers for that I just don't know specifically on what was going on. I needed to know more information, and I felt like I was just handed, hey, here's an empty plate. Just accept it as that as your food. You're going to enjoy it, but that's your plate. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. All right. So I have tons of questions about this film, and specifically why the timeline in the film itself just jumps. This timeline jumps, and you don't know when it's going to happen, it just takes place. So you're constantly questioning, oh, wait, what, huh? Well, but just a few seconds ago it was like this, and how did he get like that? And you're like, but he's not like this anymore. It's constant throughout the film. And it's, subpar in a way of writing, but you know what? I'm supposed to just deal with it because it's Dracula. Okay, cool, thanks. Now, the acting in the film is alright. There's some very well-known actors, Anthony Hopkins, Winona Ryder, Keanu Reeves, and the best out of it all, it's enjoyable. However, Keanu Reeves' English-British accent, But aside from this film is solely on the acting of Gary Oldman. The man is incredible. As a character actor, the man takes the part and runs with it. It is a cool film. It really is. Although I have plenty of questions, the good thing about the film is the makeup and special effects. Now, would I recommend Bram Stoker's Dracula to a friend or family member? No, I wouldn't. I really think the runtime of this film is going to make people not want to watch it. It is over 2 hours long. I really felt that this film could have been an hour and a half, maybe hour 40 at tops. But I really don't think my friends or family would sit down and watch this film based solely on the time. Now, would I watch the film again? Possibly in the future. Not anytime soon, but possibly in the future. Now, if you like today's episode, you see that thumbs up underneath this video? Click it, give us a like for today's episode. As you're doing that, maybe you've seen the 1992 horror film Bram Stoker's Dracula and liked it. Maybe seen it and you didn't like it. Maybe you're interested in watching the film, you're hearing my review about the movie, you're going to go watch the film after this review and then come back and write something. Well, whichever the three may be, please tell me in the comment box down below. And as you're doing that, you see that word subscribe underneath this video? Click it! Subscribe to a movie a day challenge. Now, after saying that, we have just completed 10 months of a movie a day challenge. Yes, we have finished October 2018 and the genre of horror films. And it's going to be pretty sad to see the horror genre go, but I enjoyed every film that I watched. Now, tomorrow is November 1st. And the beginning of a new genre and new month. It's the genre of the Western. Yes, the cowboy film. And tomorrow is day number 305 of a Movie a Day Challenge, and I'll be watching the 1960 Western film, The Magnificent Seven. My name is Frankie. I will be here tomorrow for day number 305, and the 1960 Western film, The Magnificent Seven. I will see you tomorrow.